I just came home from the library and I got lots of cool movies. X-Men, X-Men 2, Wolverine, X-Men First Class, X-Men The Last Stand, and Monsters, Inc. One does not simply outgrow good cinema. Hello YouTube and welcome back to another monthly chronicle, this time for July 2013. Now I'm going to be continuing a... Hello YouTube, welcome back to another monthly chronicle, this time for July 2013, and this month I'm going to be continuing the theme from last month's video where I did movie rankings, this time with a little twist though. I'm really good at this. So this month we're going to be talking about Pixar Pickins, and what I mean by Pixar Pickins is that there have been a lot of movies made by Disney and Pixar, and they've all achieved a great amount of success, each and every one of them, some more than others, and I'm going to talk about all of them. Now, we're going to have to do this a little bit differently though, because I have not actually seen all of them, but I know a good deal about all of them, so I'll continue to go. So when I'm going to be ranking them like I did last month, I'm going to be doing them based on the ranking system from Internet Movie Database, and I'll kind of give my own opinion on that ranking system, and then once that's over, then I will do my own personal ranking based off the ones that I've already seen. So that's how it's going to be going down. So I'll prepare the board and I will see you after the jump cut. Whoa, yeah, like that. So we have all of them here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 14 films so far, including the latest, Monsters University, which was released, was it this month or was it last month? I forget when Monsters University was released. I have not yet seen that one, nor have I seen Brave, and I've only seen part of Up, so on those ones I can't say yay or nay about, but I will start off with the Internet Movie Database rankings. I mean, you could all just go look these up on Internet Movie Database and see their rankings, but to keep this a little more interesting and based on myself, since this is a vlog after all, I have to do something a little more original than just tell you what you would find on the internet. So I'll kind of say what I think about their ranking system. So the lowest ranking, and these are all out of 10 stars, with 6.3 is Cars 2. Wow, that is a very pink red marker. Cars 2 is 6.3, and that really did not surprise me. I've seen that one once. I watched it with my nephew. He's really into cars, but I really thought this second movie was a little way over the target audience's head in terms of story, because when you watch Cars, it's probably geared towards a younger audience. I really didn't think that Cars 2 was a logical follow-up to it. It really didn't focus very much on the main character from original Cars. It was the secondary main character, was the main character of the first one, which is an interesting move, I'll give it that. And Mater is kind of funny now and then, but Cars 2 I thought was just a little too much of a different move to be a successful sequel overall. At 7.2 is Brave. Again, not having seen that one, I can't really comment on whether or not that one is an accurate rating, but Brave being the second, the third Pixar movie which is primarily focused on humans as the main protagonists. I mean, there are some movies that feature humans heavily, like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc. Oh, wait. So, I'm sorry, I got distracted by something down here. A lot of them do feature humans, but really it's only The Incredibles, Up, and Brave that are featuring human protagonists. Next on the line is actually a tie with Brave, and that is A Bug's Life with 7.2 again. Now, Bug's Life was the second Pixar film that was released, so it was the follow-up to Toy Story, which was a huge success, and Bug's Life was not as well received as Toy Story was. But I actually still think it's a good movie. I thought it deserved to be ranked a little higher than that, but I will get to that when I get to my rankings. After A Bug's Life comes the original Cars. This is again one that I've seen with my nephew a few times. Above that is... Oh, no. Above that is Monsters, University. Sorry, I had originally made this list before Monsters University came out. This list that I'm showing right here. I originally made this list before Monsters University came out, and I had to throw it into the list. So Monsters University got a 7.8. Again, have not seen that one, so I can't really comment if that's a good rating or not. But above that is Toy Story 2 with a 7.9. Now this one I was actually kind of surprised got this low of a rating compared to all the rest of them. But Toy Story 2 is a pretty dang good movie, one of the best movie sequels I've ever seen. So yeah, we'll get on to that when we get to that. Above that is The Incredibles. Now this is the first one that I actually thought was a little higher rated than I would have put it. Incredibles was the first one that featured humans as the main protagonists, so Pixar, maybe not necessarily the best at creating CGI humans, but I guess it does have a kind of stylized cartoonish feel to it. I just didn't think The Incredibles was as good of a story as some of the other Pixar films. Next on the list is Ratatouille. Now, this one I had only just seen more recently, and given that my family, we all like to watch cooking shows, like we watch a lot of Food Network, and we watch like MasterChef and Kitchen Nightmares and stuff like that. We actually really liked Ratatouille. For the 8.0 ratings, there was actually 3 films that got 8.0, and that third one was Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. was one of the ones that when I was a kid, I loved that one so much. I would watch it all the time. Although, perhaps not as much as the one that has a 1 point better rating above it, which was Finding Nemo. Now that one was, for the longest time, what I thought was the best Pixar film out there. Again, now with the 8.3 was Up. Now this one, again, I have not seen the entire Up movie. I tried watching it once, but the library disc didn't work. And then at 8.3 again was Pixar's first film, Toy Story. And that one is kind of Toy Story was the very first movie to ever be a fully CGI animated film, feature film. I mean, they had done shorts and stuff like that, but this is the first one where they actually made a whole movie that was completely animated in the computer. Now, there are only 2 movies left, and they both got an 8.5 rating on Internet Movie Database. Those were Wall-E with the 2008 Wall-E. I saw that one once. It was a okay movie, I guess. I wasn't too knocked out about it, but the visuals looked really good. I'll give it that, and it deserved all the notoriety on the visuals alone. And then finally, with another 8.5 was Toy Story 3. Now that actually kind of surprised me that the Toy Story 3 got more than Toy Story 1, let alone Toy Story 2. But Toy Story 3 was a fairly epic movie overall, and I thought a brilliant way to end the series, except that now they're making a 4th one. Why do they need to make a 4th one? They're going to ruin Toy Story. They don't need a 4th. Toy Story 3 and Finding Nemo are the only 2 Pixar films that made me cry in theaters. I cried more at Toy Story 3 than at Finding Nemo. And I was 19 years old, and I didn't care. Okay, so now we're going to get on to my personal view rankings of these ones, but I think before I do that, I probably ought to do another cutaway because my camera gets kind of touchy if I go on too long. So without further ado, whoa! So now we're back, and I will give off my personal rankings through which ones I think were the best. Now, I can't include Brave or Monsters University since I haven't seen them, and I'm not going to include Up either since I haven't seen the entire of that film. So I'm only going to go with the ones that I know. At number 1, I would have to put Toy Story because I have very, very distinct memories of that when I was a little kid. I would have been 4 when that movie came out, and I grew up with Toy Story. It was one of my favorite movies overall. And Toy Story 2, just another one of those really great films. And that one, for me, is up there with, like, Empire Strikes Back and the best movie sequels that were ever made. But 3 will not be Toy Story 3. That's actually going to be further down the line. For me, number 3, I think, is going to have to be Finding Nemo. Whereas I might have been a little older when that one came out, but I still really love that movie, and I still love watching it with my niece and nephew when they when I watch movies. And number 4 would be the original Monsters, Inc., because that was another one I grew up with and I watched a lot. And then I would have to put Toy Story 3 at number 5 then, because it's a really, really epic movie, and I did not care that I was 19 when it came out. I wanted to see that movie so bad. The rest of them all kind of just conglomerate into one entity almost, because Finding Nemo was the last Pixar film that I saw in theaters as a kid, and I didn't really have as much. I started growing up at that point. I didn't have as much interest in the rest of these movies. But at number 6, I think maybe at number 6 I'll put Ratatouille. I think I'll put Bug's Life at number 7. Again, that's another one I saw when I was younger. I remember it more. I'm trying to decide between Cars and WALL-E, which one I want at number 8, but I think I'll put Cars at number 8, because I have seen that one more than once with my nephew, but I have not seen WALL-E more than once, so WALL-E will get 9. And then I think I will put Incredibles as number 10, and number 11 I will put Cars 2, because even though Michael Caine's in that movie, Michael Caine's one of my favorite actors, I just didn't think that movie was that good. And I'm hoping to see Monsters University fairly soon when it comes out on DVD. I'm not as interested in going to see it in theaters, but I do have interest to see Monsters Inc. Up and Brave. If I see them, then I'll see them, but I don't really. I'm not gonna go all the way over to. I'm not gonna go out of my way to see them. So that's my ranking for Pixar picks, and I'm not actually going to give you a film fun fact this month, because I decided from now on that if my monthly chronicles deal with movie subjects throughout the entirety of the video, then I'm not going to do film fun facts. But if I do a monthly chronicle and it's just like me talking about other things that aren't directly movie related, then I will do a film fun fact. But I figured, since if I'm doing it like this with all these different films, then you're probably at some point or another going to get a film fun fact in them. So that'll be it for the month, and I will see you next month when we talk about something else. So until then, I'm a fire in my laser! Post-video update. I decided that I would give you guys a little bit of a channel update as to what I'm currently doing right now, because that's really what the point of these vlogs should be. I kind of realized that after editing it. I kind of realized it a tiny bit before, but the full impact hadn't hit yet. The plan was always, ever since I created my second channel, Samson 9091, that eventually Samson 9091 would become my primary YouTube channel, and Samson 1138 would just kind of be retained for like the Takua and Jolly videos and stop motion and stuff like that, because that was where the stop motion stuff became really popular. And then the second channel would be for more professional level videos. But as of right now, that transition is probably going to be it was supposed to happen earlier this year, and it hasn't quite yet. It'll probably happen next year. I don't really have very many videos planned for the near future. I'm working more on writing right now, so it might be a while before I put up another video on either channel. There's a epic series trailer is what I call it, where I use clips from all 4 seasons of Chronicles of the Chronicler. I'm going to be putting that up, and it'll kind of be like my primary video for the channel, like where you go to my channel and then if you're unsubscribed, it plays you that little selected video. I'm going to put that up there, and that'll kind of be that. And then for my secondary channel, I probably won't have any uploads for a while. There's one I'm really considering doing. I need to play around with it some more, so there may be one more professional level video coming out soon. That depends on whether or not I can actually pull it off. If I can't pull it off, then I'm not going to do it. Other than that, I do still have one video planned to come out on my primary channel. It's kind of like the only thing I have currently on the docket, apart from that trailer, that I'll probably be uploading along with this video. I'm in the planning and writing stages of a Takua and Jolly special sequel along the lines of Taku and Jolly Go on an Adventure, which was released back in January. I'm working on a second one of those. It's one of the reasons there haven't been as many Taku and Jolly videos recently, ever since the Takua Gets Bored, and the Numa Numa video was an older one, so that didn't count. We'll see. I don't have any other plans behind that. So in this stage, one of the reasons I'm not really doing videos, I said I was in the writing stage, and I'm actually working on writing a full-length feature film. I don't think at this point in time I could possibly make it, and it's a good possibility that I wouldn't be able to make it, but I still want to write this script because it's a story that I really like. I want to have it written on the off chance that I can someday do it, or on the chance that maybe I can't do it, but I have it written, and if I'm writing another script, maybe I can use elements from the script that I've already written. That's kind of how I've been doing things like that. Like the Sam's Comics, the movie script, that was originally another script I written called Legend of the Black Arrow, and I just kind of used elements from that and made it into the Sam's Comics script. So that's one way I do things. So that's pretty much the gist of everything like that. So that's that, and I'll see you next month. Thank you.